are here at the Natatorium right now. Another swim meet here. Oxford taking on Notre Dame Prep. Looking for a great competition tonight. Just a reminder, you're watching OCTV, Oxford Sports. Going to be a great good day to watch this. We have swimming and an unlimited amount of diving. Notre Dame Prep shows up with one diver tonight. We have a full array. And once again, it's going to be fun. Sit back, enjoy. You're watching Swim and Dive on Oxford Community Television.
Good evening and welcome to Oxford High School. Tonight we have Oxford versus Notre Dame Prep. Tonight is senior night. Yay for the seniors. If you could please rise, gentlemen, take off their hats. Tonight's national anthem will be sung by our seniors.
And there you have it. The national anthem is sung by the seniors on senior night. You're watching Oxford Community Television, Swim and Dive. Oxford taking on Notre Dame Prep. I'm hosting Jim Hughes. Down on the deck will be Dan Zweiss capturing that. Hope you guys are ready for a great evening of competition. Once again, we're going to be here for the whole thing. Stay with us. We got more coming up. Our first race is going to be the girls 200 medley relay. Entry, lane number 1. Oxford, lane number 2, Oxford. Lane 3, Notre Dame Prep. Lane number 4, Oxford. Lane 5, Notre Dame Prep. Lane 6, Oxford. Number 7, and lane 7, Notre Dame Prep. And in lane number 8, Oxford. A full array of swimmers here tonight. And the ladies will be up on the podium or up on the diving apparatus and be ready to take on the first heat. Again, a full array of divers for Oxford tonight. And they're off right now. There they go. And we got all lanes covered right now. Again, we will let you know how that plays itself out. Right now, lane number 5 out of Notre Dame Prep, they're leading the race right now. Oxford in 2 and 3. And still in front right now, Notre Dame Prep. And this could very well be one of the tougher competitions tonight against Oxford. Saw a lot of the Notre Dame Prep swimmers doing laps right when the warm-ups were taking place. again, we're seeing how it plays out here. Again, all 8 lanes are covered tonight. 28-22, and Notre Dame is leading this one. 27-95, Oxford, and again, that just bested itself. And we have lane number 6 with third right now at 26-62. Okay, we'll see how it all plays out here. Still got some swimmers that need to make the final trip. And again, the final times will not be on the board until, well, the times will. It looks like Notre Dame Prep might have took this one out of lane number 5. Second will go to Oxford. Oxford will pick up a third place. Winning time there, 26.01. Still got some swimmers that've got to make their way back into the meet. So we'll credit Notre Dame Prep on that one. Lane number 5, relay team number A. First, Oxford pulls in and lane number 4 at 26.50. Third by Oxford once again, 28.44. Still not over. The race will be completed shortly, and then we'll move on to the next race. Once again, Notre Dame picking up that one. Next race is going to have 2 heats. It's the girls 200 free. And the freestyle about to get underway. And they are up on the podiums there, ready to go. And we'll see how this one plays out. And they're in. A full gallery of fans here tonight. We got it all packed up here. It's real warm up here, as it always is in the natatorium. But it's good to see everybody out supporting their divers or swimmers. Right now, it looks like Molly Antonou from Oxford leading in lane 6. Maya Hajar, Notre Dame Prep in lane 5. And there are 2 heats on this one. And they're making their final track home, I believe, yes. It looks like Notre Dame Prep might be leading this one. A very strong represented team. We could almost tell that when they were warming up. We'll see how it plays out. Should be one more time down and one back. Lane 5, Maya Hajar leading it for Notre Dame Prep. Molly Antonou in lane number 6 at a close second. And they will be stretching it out to see if they can pick up the victory. The final lap here, Notre Dame Prep way out in front in lane 5. And Oxford's got it in for them this evening they represent themselves very strongly here in the pool. And it looks like it's going to be Notre Dame with the Oxford. We'll see what it is. Lane number 5. Notre Dame Prep. Oxford picks up a second in lane 2, Kaylee Henke. And lane number 6-3, Molly Antonou. So Notre Dame Prep picking up that first heat. Represented in the second heat of the race, lane number 2, Elise Bishop from Oxford, Mariana Spada from Notre Dame Prep, lane 3, Emma Chamberlain in lane 4 from Oxford. Lane 5, Olivia Powell from Notre Dame Prep. Delaney Sikora, lane 6, Oxford. Maya Palisi from Notre Dame Prep. And then Ella Martin from Oxford in lane 8. Again, lane 1, no one in that lane. This is heat number 2. And we are definitely a full array of fans here tonight. And it looks like we'll see where they stand on the timing in this part. Notre Dame Prep picking up the first win. Oxford looks like they're leading this one. Very closely followed by Notre Dame Prep. And Oxford does look like they are leading it right now in lane, I believe it's 4. I believe it's Emma Chamberlain. We'll find out here shortly. But followed closely by a Notre Dame Prep. And this will be an Oxford win here. Emma Chamberlain at 33.76. Olivia Powell, Notre Dame Prep. And we'll get ready for the next girls 200-yard IM. And your lane representation's there. It's one heat for this one. It'll be in lane number 1 for Notre Dame Prep, Caroline Powell. Oxford will have lane number 2, Ranja Woltman. Notre Dame Prep, lane 3, Berkeley Kennedy. Oxford in lane number 4, Samantha O'Haran. Notre Dame Prep in lane 5, Tessa Bohm. Oxford will have Kira Solotis. In lane 6, Ellie Kim in lane 7 for Notre Dame Prep. That'll be the one heat, girls 200-yard IM. We do have 3 heats coming up in the next race to girls 50. Then we jump into diving, and I don't mean to be ironic, but we do jump into diving. Hey, Mike, don't.
I'm not going to touch nothing. I'm going to take a quick selfie.
Cool. And she did pretty good in the last race.
She did great.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to see how this one plays out. And it looks like Tessa Bohm from Notre Dame Prep's doing well. Notre Dame Prep kind of cleaning up on this one. With Molly's dad, Mike, up here, and he's 30 years later, he's still helping us on that video. That's good, Mike. I got to find your pizza place, so it's like buried in Rochester somewhere. Where are you by?
It's a hidden gem of Rochester, Avon and Rochester Road.
Okay, I'm going to try next time. I went to 3 pizza places over there, and I didn't find yours. I'm looking for it, though.
We're looking forward to seeing you there, Jim.
Town Square Pizza in Rochester. Anyways, let's see what we got. We had Tessa Bohm from Notre Dame Prep and Burkle Kennedy, Notre Dame Prep, and Oxford shows up in third in lane 5. That would be Saman O'Haran. So Notre Dame Prep showing a very strong presence here tonight. And the next race is going to have 3 heats to it, and that'll involve the girls' 50-yard freestyle, and then we jump into diving. 3 heats on this one. Heat number 1 will show lane assignments, all Oxford. Caitlin Welk, Ariana Nicholson, Carol Tellez Nunes, Josie Morris, Lily Carter, and Athena Adams, all Oxford. And we'll see who does this. We have 3 heats here, and then it's diving. And I think I'm going to take the sweatshirt off. It always gets warm in the natatorium. I don't care if it's January. It's still like 100 in here always. And your winner, well, it's going to be an Oxford win. Lane number 1, Josie Moore, or 5. Josie Morris. Lane 3, Ariana Nicholson. Ariana, I would imagine. And then third goes in lane 4. I got to look at lane 4 here. And that's Carol Tellez Nunes. It was all Oxford, so it had to be an Oxford win. Second heat, lane assignments, mostly all Oxford. Madeline Delaney in lane 2. Allison Stremish in lane 3. Evelyn Bishop, lane 4. Olivia Bristol, lane 5. Brianna Tonkovich, lane 6. From Notre Dame Prep, lane 7. Katrina Zolensky. And lane number 8, Katie Allen.
Madeline Delaney just tied her time.
And we're getting ready for the third heat in this one. Oxford in lane number 2. Notre Dame Prep 3, Oxford in 4. Notre Dame Prep in 5, Oxford in 6. Notre Dame Prep in 7. We'll see diving come up right after this one. They'll take a slight break. We will take a slight break. Hopefully let everybody know that we are trying to film, and again, we'll get the diving underway. And that will wrap up the early part of our racing, and we're going to take a slight break. Diving coming up real soon. We'll get ready for that. And we will take a break. We'll be back with more on Oxford Community Television. Well, we are back with you. We're going to pick up a full array of diving. Oxford has a full array of divers. We have one diver represented here by Notre Dame Prep. Again, they'll get underway with that, and then we'll finish it off with swimming. Quite a list of swimming events still this evening. Great to have you with us. You're watching OCTV, Oxford Swim and Dive, and a very strong Notre Dame Prep being represented in the pool tonight. Oxford's got it cut out for them to finish it off in the later part. Oxford should show a pretty strong showing in diving with the 3 that have been just phenomenal in the pool, being again voted best divers around our local area. And again, we will get underway with that shortly. We have one day diver again represented by Notre Dame Prep, and again we'll get underway with our diving. It should take us to again our the big 500 tonight. That's always a highlight of the evening for swimming. Coming up, we have our diver number 1, and that diver number 1 is Emerson Miller from Oxford, and she's going to do a 5122, degree of difficulty 1.8. Again, that name not showing up on the scoreboard, so we are going by the sheet. And that gets a 2.540 and a 3.5. Our diver number 2, Lily Kempen, diver number 2. She'll do a 5122D, 1.8 degree of difficulty. Our diver number 2 is Lily Kempen. Lily just started diving this year. We talked to her father at the last meet and is really enjoying it in the pool, learning more every day. And Lily will come up with a 2.5, a 3.0, and a 2.5. Lily, a new diver out there for Oxford, and talked to her dad on the last meet, and says that she's having a blast learning from everybody. Diver number 3, Emma Lajana from Oxford. And Emma will do a 5221D, 1.7 degree of difficulty. Oxford, a full array of divers tonight. Notre Dame Prep checks in with 1 as she gets ready for her dive. And for Emma, the score will be up there shortly. 3.3, 3.3, 3.5. Diver 4, Reagan Burns, one of the strong divers for Oxford, doing a difficult 1.8, 5.12, 3.2D. Reagan always nets a big score. That's a big score, 6-0, 6-0. And a 7-5 is Kirsten Alexander from Notre Dame Prep. 512, degree of difficulty 1-8. Your diver from Notre Dame Prep. And the score will go up shortly, and then we'll see Tristan Krajakarski up 2-5, 3-0, and a 2-5. Tristan Krajakarski, who's a very strong diver for Oxford. Again, we'll see what she can do. In the last few meets, Tristan came in with a 274.75 final score. Ellie had 265. Reagan Burns at 226. A 5.223D, 1-8 degree of difficulty. Tristan will net a score of 6-0, 6-5, and 6-5. Strong showing already for Oxford. Diver number 1 again, Emerson Miller from Oxford. And we should be at diver number 1. 103C with a degree of difficulty 1-6. This is her second dive tonight. Emerson Miller. Coming up, her second dive tonight, our newbie on the board, Lily Kempen. Her dive a 103C with a 1-6, or no, that was the earlier dive, I'm sorry. Her dive will be 103C, again 1-6, doing the same dive. And she executes the dive. We'll see what the judges like about it. 4-0, 3-0, and 3-5. That's a strong showing for Lily there. Good stuff. Emma Lejana right now. She's our diver number 3. 403C with a 2-2 degree of difficulty. As she gets ready to do the dive at 2.2 degree of difficulty on this one. This is, of course, Emma Lejana. And there she goes, executes that. We'll see what her score is. 3-5, a 3-5, and a 2-5. Not bad. Diver number 5,
Notre Dame
represented
checking
Reagan
in
again.
Burns.
Her second dive, Kirsten
Strong
Alexander.
showing in her earlier dive with a 7.5.
And she's doing a 5.132D, 2.3 degree, 2.2 degree of difficulty. She gets to bounce, and there she goes. And she executes that, and we'll see what her score is. Had a 7.5 in her first dive. It should be a 5.5, 5.5, and a 5.5 all the way across the board, the trifecta. Strong showing in her earlier dive with a 7.5. Here she goes with this one, 2.3 degree. And she executes that, 104B. Had a 7.5 in her first dive. High score of the night so far. 4.5, a 5.0, and a 4.5. Our sixth diver who's been strong this year. She's going to do 103C and a 1.6 degree. Again, quite a strong showing from Oxford divers in the pool. Good to see that. And the young lady coming up at 4.0, a 4.5, and a 4.0. 203 with a 2.0 degree of difficulty.
The three divers, Reagan, Ellie, and Tristan, have just been going back and forth all season long and just kind of making better of themselves. And here we go with her second dive. Executed beautifully. Then we're going to be back up to diver number 1 again. And that's a 7.0, 5.5, and a 7.0 strong showing on her second dive tonight. Back to diver number 1, Oxford. And we are seeing a very strong showing tonight with Oxford diving. It's going to be 301C with a 1.6 degree of difficulty. Early on with swimming, we had a very strong Notre Dame prep come in and take a few of the races. Oxford's going to have it cut out for them in the last half. 301C with a 1.6. And I'm not quite sure, did she hit the board on that, did she? Anybody still cheering for her? And the award we'll see what happens here. I think she might have hit the board. 2.5 and a 2.5 and a 1.5. She'll do better. Diver number 2 is Lily Kempen. Again, the young diver just getting underway this year. Her first time diving, just enjoying herself. Her dad said that never thought she'd do something like this, and she's just doing fabulous. She's doing a 401C with a 1.4 degree of difficulty. And inside she goes. We'll see what the judges think. And Lily gets a 3.5, a 3.0, and a 4.0. Holding in pretty strong. Emma Lajana right now for Oxford is this is her third dive. And she'll do a 301C 1.6. Getting ready for her dive and setting her board like everybody has a different setting. And executes that beautifully. Judges on it like that one. And we'll see if they do. We'll see if they saw what we saw up here. 4.5 right across the board, the trifecta on the 4.5. She checked in with a 104B, 2.3 degree of difficulty. Gets her bounce and into the pool she goes. And we'll see what the score is. Already up on the board for doing her 5.5, a 5.0, and a 5.5. Again, setting her board. Again, is going to be doing a 105C 2.4. Again, showing a strong showing in her first dive with a 7.5 earlier. And drops in the pool beautifully. Again, we'll see what her score is on the third dive for her. It's a 6.5, a 6.5, and a 7. They like what they see. Coming up, diver number 6. She's going to do a 401C 1.4. Made a strong showing in her last second dive. She pulled a few 7s, I believe. Third dive for her. We'll see what she's going to do. And down she goes. And we'll see what the score is. Tristan Krejcikarski up on the board already getting it set. 2.5, 4.0, and a 3.5. Not probably one of her better dives, but she'll best herself. Tristan has got a 403B, 2.4. She's already up at the end of the board, ready to do it. And the pool she goes. Tristan will get a 6.5 right across the board. She holds in with the trifecta on the 6.5. Diver number 1 again, Emerson Miller back for Oxford. This will be the 4th dive. And we'll see what she's got lined up. Again, Oxford really showing a strong diving presence here. Early on in the program, you would see 1, maybe 2 divers, but now Oxford represented by a good team of diving competition here. 401C 1.4 on the degree of difficulty. Emerson Miller, this is dive number 4. And there she goes, beautifully executed. And we'll see if the judges saw what we saw. And 5-0 right across the board. They liked it. And back to Lily Kempen. Always sets her board just a little bit different than the other ladies. So, I mean, everybody has their own setting that they enjoy. 201C with a 1-5. Coming up on deck, Emma Lajana again. And Lily gets there, and we'll see what they think. 3-5, a 3-0, and a 3-5. Emma Lajana with her fourth dive. It's going to be a 5-1-2-2-D with a 1.9 degree of a difficulty. Right after that, Emma Lajana just trying to get some, let the judges know what she's doing. She's ready to make her dive. And get some air, and down she goes. Coming up, she'll do a 5-1-2-2, degree of difficulty 1.9. Oh no, I should say a 403C, 2.2 degree of difficulty. Kind of getting herself mentally prepared for the dive. And she does. She has a 7.5 in the first, and she's been strong ever since. It's in a 6.0, 5.5, and a 5.5. Just setting up with her, fourth dive of the night. And it'll be a 303C with a 2-1. Boom, she's in the water. And she didn't waste no time on that. Megan's going to see what she has here. And judges are putting it all together. 6.5, a 7-0, and a 6.5. Hit her once again. Holding strong early on. 201C with 1.5. Been getting a lot of 7s. And then we'll have our 7th diver in the 4th dive of the competition. Ellie there, and see what she gets in her 4th dive. Key up on the board already, making her adjustments. Here she gets a 4-0, a 5.5, and a 4.5. Key up for her 4th dive of the night. And this will be a 303C, 2.1 degree of difficulty, and she's flying already. Into the pool she goes. Shows up with a 6.5, a 6.0, and a 6.5. Again, keep mentioning the diving we have here in Oxford has just gotten better over the years. Back to diver number 1, Emerson Miller. And she will do a 201C with a 1.5 degree of difficulty. On deck, Lily Kempen. Going real fast tonight in the diving. Normally we always see a little bit of a fluctuation and slow, but it's actually going pretty fast tonight. And Emerson Miller picks up a 4.5, a 5, 4.5, and a 5. Diver number 3, Emma Lajana once again. She'll do this is our 5th dive now. Oh, that was actually my bad. That was Lily Kempen on that with a 301C16. Lily comes in with a 3.5, a 3.0, and a 4. Again, not bad. It's her first year diving too. Now we're up to our diver 3 in the 5th dive tonight. 103C with a 1.6. Down she goes into the pool. Brings up 4.5, a 3.5, and a 4.5. Diver number 4. She is going to do a 203C with a 2. Been doing some strong dives tonight for her and executing them real well. And we'll see what she gets. 6.5, a 5, and a 6. Back up on the board, ready to go. Since she is our diver, say a 5 and a 5th dive of the night. 403C with a 2.2. $7.5, and that's her second 7.5 tonight. 6.5 and 7. She saw a 7.5 in the first set of dives. Scoring strong tonight. Diver 6 with a 202C15. The ladies from Oxford flying, I tell you, they are definitely, they best themselves every time. Down in the pool she goes. Ooh. Not quite sure if that one's going to score well. Let's see with 2.5 and 2.53. And I think she knew right when she got out of the pool that was going to be scored differently. With a 105C 2.4. And she's been strong showing tonight as well. Big dive, and in the pool she goes. Big flip. The score right now for the team, well, I should say the individual dive, 197.10. That's what she's holding at 5.555 and a 4.5. Back to diver 1. Diver 1 score right now, as of all the dives she's done, 91.2. And diver number 1, of course, is Emerson Miller, 5221D, and that 17 degree of difficulty. We'll see what her score goes to. Three, 5, a 2.5, and a 4.5. Gives her a score right now of 109.05. Diver number 2 in the 6th dive, I believe this is. It's, of course, Lily Kempen at 77.7. 5221D with a 1.7. Lily has a score right now of 77.7. That should change here. We'll get her score and see what it is. And that will be a 2.025 and a 0.5. 86.20 on that one. Her score going into this dive, the 6th dive, 98.6. She's going to do a 104C 2.2. Her score right now is 98.6. .5045 and a 4.5, giving her a score of 129.4. This is our 4th diver, her 6th dive. It's going to be a 5223D 2223. She's at a strong 170.7 right now. And we'll see what she gets here. And that should take her up to 209.80 with a 5.555 and a 6. board who's had some strong showing tonight. You know, already is at 203.5 before she hits this dive. 5134D with a 2.6. Already at 203.5. This should elevate her score. And she goes 4.443. She's at 233.4. Diver number 6, 301C with a 1.6. She is at 86, right? 80.6 right now. We'll see what she gets here. 104.6 with a 4.5, a 5, and a 5. Diver number 7 right now. She sits on a 197.10. That'll take her up to 243.3. And that should show you a strong showing by Oxford here. Tristan Krajakarski picking up the win, 243.3. Reagan Burns tapped in second, 233.4. And I believe we have a close third. No, that would be Notre Dame picks up at 209. 209 for third. So Oxford takes the diving. It's been a strong night. We'll be back in a minute, picking it up with swimming on the last half. You're watching Oxford Swim and Dive on OCTV. We're back in a moment. Stay there.
Our Notre Dame seniors are Olivia Powell, Emma Ciesla, Rita Kadar, Kat Zaleski, Marina Spada, Tessa Bohi, and Grace Simon.
In the class of 2024, we have 6 swimmers and divers graduating from Oxford. We are so proud of them and super excited to see what they will accomplish. Our first senior is Madeline Delaney. Madeline has been on the team for 4 years and varsity for 2. She is so funny and will always keep it real. After high school, she plans to go to college and will study business.
We have how many? 7? 6? 6. Little blocks. Oh yeah, wait. Sorry, come here real quick. Slap turn. You want to do it?
Our next senior is Alana May. Alana has been a varsity swimmer since her freshman year. She's a very hard worker and a loving person. After high school, she plans to go to Asbury College and major in photography and business.
Next, we have Samantha O'Hara. Sam has been a varsity swimmer since her freshman year. She has a great sense of humor and she is a very comforting person. After high school, she plans to go to Michigan and Notre Dame to major in biology and minor in psychology.
Did I need a side of her? Love you too!
Next is Ellie Slater. Ellie just transferred to Oxford this year. She's on varsity and she knows her old school. She is always motivated and hardworking. After high school, she plans to go to college and continue diving.
Can you guys get on either side for a picture?
Next is Allison Swimmer. Allie has been on the team for 4 years and on varsity for 2. She is a sweet and funny person. After high school, she plans to go into pre-med and major in human bio.
And then you guys go on either side for a quick picture. And then here, Mom.
Last but not least is Rachel. Reagan has been on varsity swimmer since her freshman year. Reagan is determined and energetic. After high school, she plans to be a firefighter and paramedic.
Smile. Right here, Mom. And then you'll probably want to hand that off to Dad.
We're so proud of our seniors and we're going to miss them so much. They make this team so fun and we can't wait to see all that they're going to do with their lives. As Troy Bolin once said, once a wildcat, always a wildcat.
Kids across America are going to school hungry. Millions of kids every day. Hungry kids get sick more often and can struggle in school. It can be harder for them to focus and learn. But one simple thing can help change all of this for a hungry child in America. Good healthy food and the energy it brings. With help from caring people across America, No Kid Hungry is providing healthy meals and hope to hungry kids so they can build better futures.
We want to ensure that all of our kids have healthy meals every day.
Thank you.
Thank you for helping feed our kids.
To learn more about ending child hunger in America, go to helpnokidhungry.org today.
And we do have a full array of swimming events still scheduled tonight. Great to have you with us. I'm Jim Hughes, Oxford Community Television. Hope you guys are having a good time. Strong showing in the dive tonight with Oxford. And I tell you, the three that are pretty strong, and I want to definitely congratulate everybody that flew tonight out there in the pool. But a winner of that competition, Tristan Krejcikarski at 2:43.3. First event will be the girls' 100-yard butterfly. One heat involved here. Lane assignments will be lane number 2, Isabella Hurst from Oxford. Lane 3, Mariana Spada of Notre Dame Prep. Elena May, Oxford in 4. 5 at Emma Chelsea from Notre Dame Prep. Kira Salutis of Oxford in 6. Katrina Zaleski from Notre Dame Prep. And Molly Antonou of Oxford, who we talked to her dad. Her dad used to work at OCTV many years ago. And want to say hi to Mike. He has a pizza place in Rochester that we're trying to find. Here we go with our first swimming event after the diving. The girls 100 butterfly. And we'll see how they time out here. Again, it's good to have you with us on the butterfly right now. And that'll show a Notre Dame Prep victory there. Oxford will come in second, third will be Notre Dame Prep. So showing strong in the swimming once again, Notre Dame Prep. And the next event, again, while Notre Dame Prep picking up a victory there, the next event will be the girls 100 free. Lane assignments there will be lane number 2, Lily Carter from Oxford. Ella Kissman from Notre Dame Prep 3. Carol Tellas Nunez, lane 4 for Oxford. Maya Carls for Notre Dame Prep in 5. Oxford had Josie Morris in 6. Athena Adams from Oxford in 7. And this will be the girls 100-yard freestyle. I should mention there's 3 heats to this race. And it looks like it's going to be a Notre Dame Prep again. Well, I mean, they still got a little bit more to go, but Oxford's running close second in lane number 6. And that, of course, is Maya, or I should say Josie Morris. Morris right on her tail. Maya Carls from Notre Dame Prep leading it right now. 5 and 6 are your lanes you want to look at. Josie Morris or Maya Carls, and it looks like it's going to be Maya Carlos at 39.24. And Josie Morris in second. Third goes to another Notre Dame Prep. They kind of clean up on that. We got a second heat of 3. Lane assignments on this one. And lane number 2, Sophie Fox from Notre Dame Prep. Lane 3, Edie Bird, Notre Dame Prep. Kaylee Henke from Oxford in lane number 4. Lane number 5, Grace Simon, Notre Dame Prep. Mary Burchard, lane 6, Oxford. And Tina Collins from Notre Dame Prep, lane 7. This is heat number 2 of 3. Notre Dame Prep taking the first one. You got heavy swimmers in Notre Dame Prep here. Oxford's got 2 lanes. And they'll get underway with the second heat of the girls 100 free. And again, we got the big 500 coming up, and that always takes a little time and a lot of energy from the young ladies. Always a race to watch. It's definitely I tell you, when we started covering swimming a few years ago, and the energy the young ladies put out in that 500, it's unbelievable. More energy than you'll see in any other sport is in that 500. Getting ready on deck for the heat number 2. Girls 100 free. They got another heat and then the 500, like I mentioned. Everybody up on the podium. And they'll be off to heat number 2. Down they go. As they make the flip on the first round, they'll do it again back down and back over again, then they'll do heat 3.
Swim-wise tonight, Notre Dame Prep very strong here. Diving-wise, it would be an Oxford win. So it'll be interesting to see how it all plays out. Diving could very well help out the Oxford swim team. Either way, it's going to be close. As they make the flip on the final round in heat number 2. Neck and neck, it is lanes 5, 4, and 5. They are neck and neck, 4 and 5. Kaylee Henke with Grace Simon. Simon will come in with the last second. And then Kaylee Henke for 2. Great race there from an Oxford Notre Dame Prep. Kaylee Henke on a second place. Grace Simon with 1 from Notre Dame Prep. Heat number 3 coming up. Lane assignments. Lane number 2, Sophie D. Comendes Lopez. Sophie Lopez, as we're going to call her, Oxford. Lane number 3, Notre Dame Prep, Olivia Powell. Lane number 4, Oxford, Jordan Matson. Lane number 5, Maya Scalandaris, Notre Dame Prep. Shane Frank, Oxford, and then Maya Hajar. And that'll wrap this third heat up, and then they'll go for the 500, the big 500. And they make the final round back, and it is another close one. Oxford's got this. Oxford's leading. Oxford in lane, I believe it's lane 4. And lane 4, Jordy Matson from Oxford. Best Maya Scalandaris of Notre Dame Prep. Oxford picks it up at 30-45. Now we get ready for the big race. This is the big one. Oxford's 500-yard free. And it'll be Oxford in lane 2, Emma Chamberlain. Notre Dame Prep at Tori Devine. Lane number 4, Ranja Woltman for Oxford in lane 4. Rita Hajar in Notre Dame Prep, lane 5. Delaney Sikora from Oxford, lane 6. And Maya Palizzi from Notre Dame Prep, lane 7. Once again, this is the one that takes all the energy out and takes a little bit of time. And the ladies are about ready to attempt it here. Giving some last-minute assignments or instructions, the officials of the swim meet. Again, the 500, a very challenging swim. And the ladies are up on the podium, and they'll begin a very strong trek towards the 500. And they're in. Right now in the lead, you have Oxford and Notre Dame Prep in 5 and in 2. Again, though, the 500 will play tricks on your mind. You definitely want to give yourself an adequate pace. Again, seeing a very strong Oxford diving team tonight, and the swim it seems to be kind of domineered by Notre Dame Prep right now. So it'll be very interesting to see how the scores play out. Huh? It's kind of half scored. Yeah.
I was just looking to see the next event. She was in this one. Thank you.
No problem. Again, right now, early on to even start to worry about who's leading. But again, the 500 does matter at the end. I can tell you, though, right now, though, your Oxford teammates in the 500 so far, Emma Chamberlain in lane 2 has had 6:09.78. Raja Woltman has had 6:32.88. And Delaney Sikora with 6:32.57. Those are just some of the times in the pool here at the 5. Long way to go. As always, the young ladies down in the far end of the pool putting in cards to give them an indication of where they are. All making about 9 laps so far. He's going to have... Take that up. Emma Chamberlain sits on 331 right now, and that's in lane number 2. Rita Hajar from Notre Dame Prep at 338. .409 Emma Chamberlain in lane 2. Rita Hajar at 417. Tori Devine, Notre Dame Prep 422. Halfway through the race here. Strong showing right now by Notre Dame Prep. Making the last few treks back and forth. 5:02 Tori Devine in lane 3, Notre Dame Prep. 5:11 Maya Palazzi of Notre Dame Prep. 5:12 a close Ranja Woltman. And they are getting so close to wrapping this one. 5:25 Emma Chamberlain in lane number 2 leads it right now. Can she hold on? She is a lonesome dove in the pool right now. Well, far side over by lane 7, a very close second. Lane 7, Maya at 5:51 following Emma Chamberlain, here they come. 6:07. Emma Chamberlain on that one. Second, Rita Hajar. Emma comes in number 1 for Oxford in the 5 at 6:07.67. And I believe that might be a bested time here. Emma had 6:09.78 prior. Emma did best her time on that one. Number 1 going to Oxford, 2. Notre Dame Prep, 3 Notre Dame Prep, but 6:07.67. Picks up a best time on her record there. Oxford will get underway with the girls 200 free, which is a 1 heat race. Represented here in the lane number 1, Oxford. Lane 2, Oxford. Lane 3, Notre Dame Prep. Lane 4, Oxford. Lane 5, Notre Dame Prep. Lane 6, Oxford. 7, Notre Dame Prep, and 8, Oxford. Freestyle relay. About 5 more events here before we head out. Then we'll get the score. And a strong showing tonight by a very tough Notre Dame Prep. Diving-wise, Oxford would get it.
This is event 9, girls 200 yard freestyle relay. There's 1.
And a very quick-paced race. Notre Dame Prep holding lane number 5 and Oxford at 2 at lane 4. And it'll be a 1-2 Notre Dame Prep in 5. Number 3 will go to Oxford. So Oxford gets a 2 and a 3, where Notre Dame Prep comes up with the V.
All right, team, let's help her out. Let's help her finish here. You guys, come on. You guys. Let's go.
And the final lane comes in with everybody cheering for the young lady, as everybody definitely cheers each other on. And we'll get ready for the 2 heat race, the girls 100 backstroke. Then we got the 100 breast and the 400 freestyle. 4 more events tonight. And I'd have to say, just scoring it, Notre Dame Prep a very strong showing. Again, though, I'm not keeping exact scores here, and that'll be tallied up at the end. So here we go, 2 heats in this race. The girls 100 backstroke, heat number 1. Notre Dame Prep lane 2. Oxford lane 3. Oxford lane 4. Notre Dame Prep 5. Oxford 6. 7. Notre Dame Prep. Oxford in lane 8. Ella Kissman, Katie Allen, Ariana Nicholson, Grace Simon, Allie Stremersh, Maya Kea Carls, and Olivia Bristow. As they roll to the second heat, or first heat, and they make the flip for down, and this will be the final back. Oxford kind of a full array headed down the other way, led by a Notre Dame Prep swimmer in lane number 5, and that, of course, is Grace Simon. And here we go, and it looks like it's going to be a Notre Dame Prep win here. Grace Simon will pick it up with 1. Allie Stremish, 2 Oxfords there.
All right, let's go take the girls out. Almost done. Come on. You got this. Good job.
Heat number 2. This will be Elise Bishop in Oxford lane 2. Ellie Kim in lane 3 from Notre Dame. Elena May, 4. Oxford. Tessa Bohm, Notre Dame, 5. Samantha O'Haron, Oxford, 6. Carolyn Powell from Notre Dame in 7. Brina Tongovich, Oxford, lane 8. Heat number 2 of the girls 100-yard back. As we get ready for heat number 2, I think do we have a swimmer still out there? They're trying to clear the scoreboard, I guess. Not quite sure what's going on, but we always seem to jam into a scoreboard problem every now and then.
This is event 10, girls 100 backstroke. This is heat 2 of 2.
And we are going to not see a scoreboard here. There you go, the scoreboard kicked in on heat number 2. Going to be very interesting to see how the scoring plays out tonight. If you were going to award it to swimmers, it would be Notre Dame Prep. If you award it to divers, Oxford very strong. Again, Notre Dame Prep only coming in with 1 diver. Oxford having the 3 strong divers. And a very busy array of people in the audience still. Again, where we sit, a lot of diving parents. I've left after the diving, obviously, but we still have a lot of swimming parents. And it is very close, but another Notre Dame Prep victory in lane, I believe it's going to be 5. Tessa Bohm, Elena May in 2, on 4 with the second place. And then we'll jump to the 100 breast. 2 more events here and we will be complete. We'll wait for the scoring. Your next event will be the girls 100 breast. That'll involve lane number 2 Oxford, Zoe Cogswell. Berkeley Kennedy in lane 3 for Notre Dame Prep. Reagan Wolf from lane 4, Oxford. Emma Chisla of Notre Dame Prep. Ella Martin from Oxford in 6. Tina Collins in 7, Notre Dame Prep. And Caitlin Welk, Oxford 8. The girls' 100-yard breaststroke. We have one more event after this one. It's the girls' 400-yard freestyle relay. And then they'll score and we'll be out for the evening. That's okay. That's okay. You're okay. And that'll show Emma Chelsea from Notre Dame Prep, Burka Kennedy, Notre Dame Prep. Reagan Wolf will have a 3rd place finish from Oxford in that race. Caitlin Well coming in there. And she finishes it off at a... Next race, it's a 400-yard free. And that'll wrap it up for our competition tonight. And again, we will wait around for the scoring. Hopefully they'll be able to complete that quite quick. Again, a very strong Notre Dame Prep team here tonight. Lane assignments for this one. Lane number 2, Oxford. Lane 3, Notre Dame Prep. Lane 4, Oxford. 5, Notre Dame Prep. 6, Oxford. Notre Dame Prep in 7 and Oxford in 8. Lane 2 with Delaney Sikora, Brianna Tokovich, Olivia Bristow, and Molly Antonow. Notre Dame Prep in 3, Rita Hajar, Mariana Spada, Maya Pazli, Tori Devine. Lane 4, Emma Chamberlain, Samantha O'Haron, Frank Cheyenne, Elena May. Cheyenne Frank, I should say, from Oxford. Notre Dame Prep in 5, Olivia Powell, Tessa Bohm, Maya Scandalaris, Emma Chelsea from Notre Dame Prep. Lane 6, Kaylee Henke, Ronja Woltman, Kira Salutis, Elsie Bishop, that's Oxford 6. Lane 7, Notre Dame Prep, Carolyn Powell, Ellie Kim, Sophia Fox, Maya Hajar. Lane number 8, Oxford, Mary Richard, Katie Allen, Carol Telly Nunez, and Allison Stremerish. This will be the final event, everyone, and we'll wait for the scores. We'll take a break here shortly at the end of this race and come back with a conclusion of the swim and dive for October 17th, 2023. Once again, we are about to conclude this one out, and we will wait till the score. We'll take a break at the end of it. But again, it's been a great night of swimming and dive from the natatorium. Dan Weiss on the deck. I've been double duty with working the mic and part camera operator as well. But a very busy night at the natatorium. A lot of parents in, a lot of family members. Great to see them watching their daughters swim, or sisters and daughters and the swimmers here. And great to see the companionship and the team effort, where if somebody's left out there by themselves, both teams will cheer them in. The only sport I've ever seen that happen in is the swimming. Great sportsmanship on both sides. Oxford, it'll be a relay 1 for Notre Dame Prep. They're still out there. And this should be a conclusion here shortly. Neck and neck, Oxford and Notre Dame. Notre Dame gets it at 1 in lane 4, relay A. Lane 4 and second place for Oxford, relay A. And we'll see, it's been Notre Dame pretty much domineering swimming tonight. And Notre Dame Prep will walk in with a 3. So we are going to take a break here shortly and wait for the scores to come out. A few swimmers yet to come in, and everybody cheering that last lane out. It's Oxford lane number 8. Lane number 8 still ready to come in, and they're cheering her on. She'll be the last and final lane in. And here we go, still ready to go. And this will be our last swimmer of the night. She makes her way home. And there you go. That wraps that end of the race up. We are going to take a break. We'll pick it up with the final score. It's been Oxford Swim and Dive with the Notre Dame Prep and Oxford Wildcats.
Hello, this is Lomas Brown, ex-Detroit Lion, and you're watching OCTV. That's Oxford Community TV. Check it out.
Well, that wraps another night up at Swim and Dive in the natatorium tonight. A very strong Notre Dame Prep coming in, and they dominated swimming. On the diving end of it, you'd have to give it to Oxford. Oxford well represented diving-wise. Again, Notre Dame having won, but the final score, the tally up, it was
Notre Dame Prep 101. Oxford came in with an 84. Again, Oxford not capitalizing on the victory, but a lot of personal bests happening in the pool. Saw a lot of great diving tonight and a lot of swimming. We want to thank our hosts here at the natatorium. For Dan Weiss, I'm Jim Hughes. Another night of swim and dive here on Oxford Community Television. We'll see you next time. Stay there. Don't go away. More coming up.